name.
Name Smikey. Yeah.
No one's gonna say their real names in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, well, if you're when you're gonna interview like actual people in it.
Yeah. Because I know certain man are just gonna say, togs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or driller. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Age.
Age 20.
20. Say less.
You're gonna ask like standard questions first.
Nah. I just like that. I imagined it to be the introduction in it.
Right. All right.
Yeah. All right. Smikey.
That's how we're gonna go. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Smikey. 20. How's life?
Good, man. Good. You know, steady pace.
Yeah.
Just moving slow with life, innit?
Say that. Don't answer like an artist, did it?
Yeah.
Answer like a real person.
Nah, this is how I'm answering it.
He's not gonna say it's bad.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Now the camera's on, the whole vibe's changed. Nah, it's serious anyway.
I don't even know if I'm in frame.
Nah, you're in frame.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright. Smikey, what's your dream? What are your dreams? What are your goals?
There's a lot. Like, I feel like the main thing is music, obviously. I love music, so...
You're an artist?
Yeah, so,
I know this, but I'm just saying that for the, for 10 minutes.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Right.
So, like, it's, just the appreciation of the art, really, like, how I just want people to understand the creativity I have behind things and stuff like that, innit?
That's your reason for making music?
No, I wouldn't say my reason, but my reason is just I love music. That's all. It's just a passion in it. But it's just sharing that passion. That's what's beautiful about it.
So okay, that's what you enjoy about music.
Yeah.
So what's your main goal actually? What's your passion is music, right?
Yeah.
And that's your purpose.
Yeah.
What's your main goal with that?
It's just create music.
Just create generational music. That's good.
Yeah, literally. Just I do want to be impactful on people and stuff.
Yeah.
I do want to inspire people as well.
Yeah.
So that's always something that I've had. I do like helping people and stuff. So yeah, like being an inspiration and making music, which is what I love at the same time.
So great. What I hear from this is that you're using music as an asset to help people, basically.
Yeah, definitely. I could say that. Yeah.
But also, it's because you love music itself.
Yeah. When
did you know you wanted to be an artist?
Wanted to be I always loved music as a kid.
Yeah.
Right. Ever since I was a child, like Michael Jackson was like the first artist I was open to. Like I heard, my mom used to bring like these VHS tapes of his. I believe it was his performances around that time, because my mom had this VHS player, so she had everything on there.
Yeah.
When I wanted to start music was like...
Forget that.
Yeah, forget that. When I wanted to start, it was like probably around like 12, 13 is when I was like, I actually wanted to make music myself. I mean, I was always a shy person.
Yeah.
So it was just like me making music. I was like, is that really a reality? You know, like, should I really pursue that?
Yeah.
So I was held off by it for a while till I actually wrote for the first time. I'd probably say around like 13, 14.
That's when you first wrote your first song?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what held you back from starting from then? Because you're 21 now.
Yeah.
Or you're 20, turning 21 now.
Yeah.
So that's a good 7 years if my maths is right.
Yeah.
So 7 years, innit? So what stopped you from proper taking music serious back then?
Taking music serious back then? It was just, you know, I feel like
everyone... Be honest, be transparent.
Yeah, like...
Say what you want.
I feel like everyone knows this, you know, when you have a dream when you're a kid, you get like limited and like from people's opinions and stuff. So even in school and stuff, you're like, oh, what if this person thinks stuff? And you know, I always had a creative mind and I always wanted to try things and stuff. So when then people are quick to judge, you know, people are making comments and stuff like that, it's like, then you kind of feel like you're back in your shell. You're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Only because of people's opinions and what they think. But you know, I was young. I was a kid, so it's just like, you know, I don't know any better. So I'm gonna listen to what people think.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let influence play a big role in my life and not do what I want to really do until, you know, you start to mature and you start to really understand your dream and stuff, and you're like, nah, I got to do this. You know what I mean?
When you're younger, you take people's words for the Bible. If they say, "Oh, you're dead at music," you're just gonna believe it.
Oh yeah.
Sure. So what's your mindset now regarding if 10 people came up to you right now and said your music is dead, never record music again? What's the difference?
I couldn't give a shit.
You wouldn't care.
I wouldn't care because I'm doing it for me, really. And then the people that want to join me can join at their own will, like you know, be a part of the party or whatever. Like you know, like I'm simply like if I could get paid nothing from music, I could get no sponsors, no labels trying to sign me, nothing. And I would still just do music and no listeners or nothing. I wouldn't care because I'm doing it for the passion. And that's, like I said, that's what's beautiful about any sort of art. You know, you could be a painter, you could, you know, dance and, you know, whatever, like be a singer and stuff, and you'd have no audience, no reaction or anything, people, no one there to appreciate your art. But at the end of the day, you're living a life you wanted to live, and you can look back at what you made. So that's what I feel like is.
So cool. Your view. So is that your view on just music or in life? Is that life advice or just music advice?
I could say it could be applied to life. I could say it could be applied to life because everyone's like so focused on what people think. Like I do feel like it's even a common thing in adults. You know, adults are like, oh, I'm 25, mate. I don't know if I can really do that. You know, like just stuff like that. Like you can just do what you want. Like people feel like there's so many limitations and stuff. And just because a couple people have told you, nah, it's not really possible. Nah, because whenever you have an idea, the first thing people come to you with is complications. And you know what could go wrong. So
okay, so you're taking it as life advice.
I
know previously you were with a label. They didn't know that, but I knew that. I'm just pretending like I don't know. Okay. Previously you were with a label. Now you're independent. Can you tell us about? That's how you know me. Can you tell me about how life? Flipping that car. I need to start shaking the table. It's been bare shaking. It's cool. We'll keep it organic.
You might have to start the question again, innit?
Yeah. All right. Can you tell me about what life was like before the label? And I'm talking intimately, but obviously it's your interview. I'm interviewing you. You can say what you like. Regarding maybe relationships, like girls, money, status, clout, and then now being dependent and independent, and what it was like, how you were feeling and stuff.
Well, you know, before a label for an artist, I feel like most artists can relate to this. Before you're like signed to a label, you're pretty much a nobody because you're not getting any coverage. You don't really know marketing like that, and stuff like that. So when you get signed, there's all these opportunities and stuff. You start to understand the value of marketing and what it does to an artist and how you need it as an artist, really. But it's more of when you're signed, the labels they're just trying to push you out and stuff like that, you know. And as an artist, you'd like to have some growth. It's nice to have an audience and stuff. So you kind of go with it. But my life did change a lot. Before I was signed, I was a nobody. I wasn't really known like that in school either. So when I left school, this is when this happened pretty much quite late after I left school. I didn't go uni. Went sixth form for a bit, but dipped out on that. It wasn't for me. So I was pretty much doing nothing with my life but work. I was working at SMIKEYS. I was trying to save up to go studio. It was a lot. There was a guy that was ripping me off for studio sessions and stuff. He was charging way too much, and I didn't really know. I mean, I can't really say there was a price. Like, you know, I mean, you can charge what you want to charge, but I did feel like at the time I was proper getting like ripped off. But my life was totally different back then. I had a lesser understanding of music as well. I wouldn't say I was I had the passion, but not as passionate as I am today.
Yeah.
Which I'm grateful for. So back then, it was just trying to make music what I feel like was gonna sound the best.
Yeah.
It was a search for my sound, really.
Yeah.
Like I kind of knew what I wanted, but I didn't really follow it through.
Okay.
I was making, just don't know. I felt like it was beginnings. So I was kind of all over the place. So I didn't really know what I was. All I knew was I liked to do music, but I didn't I didn't know where to start. So I made a couple of songs and stuff.
Yeah.
But then I feel like that's where I was losing my spark. I was like confused. I was like, I don't know what I could do with music and stuff. And it was hard being independent. So I was just like, oh, nah, I don't know if I can hold this any longer. So I was going to quit. So it was like, what, I'd say 2 years actually. I'd say 2 years of making songs. I was doing like remixes on SoundCloud and, just making songs just to make songs, just putting it out there.
Yeah. Did you ever post them on SoundCloud?
Yeah, I posted them on SoundCloud. Yeah, I had them on SoundCloud and
How many views did you get?
I don't even know. I don't know, but there weren't many. Many. Probably like 7, 8 views and stuff. Some 0.
Yeah.
You know what it's like, innit? But and then I made a song, like one song which I was like, I'm gonna just make, and then that got recognized by a friend of mine. A friend of mine told me to go message this manager. And at first the manager wasn't really keen because he already had managed an artist before. He wasn't really too keen to start. Because he had problems with the artist before, so I think he was out of management. And he wasn't really wanting to get back into it. So I said, all right, well, I tried my luck, so I'm gonna leave it. So my plan was to actually drop that song and just quit. Literally, like that was gonna be my last thing. Well, my last song, and that was it. I dropped the preview for it. Didn't get no reaction. I was hoping I'd get a reaction. So then it can maybe like give me some sort of encouragement to continue. But I didn't have any reaction, so I was like, all right, on this then. Okay, I guess we'll just leave this here. I was even thinking just drop this preview and not even drop anything. Like I was really low at that point. And at that point I was with someone no, it was just before that I was with someone. And it was someone I'm not gonna say names in it. I'm not gonna say names.
We're not gonna say names.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not
gonna. Nah. I'm not gonna say names. But like I could have had more support, but I didn't. Then I met someone else after, and they were really supportive and stuff. I'm bare cheesing. I don't know why I'm bare flipping cheesing.
You see what?
Well, we won't say anything. Nah. But like, literally, they were very supportive. It was a whole turn. So it was like I was independent. I was struggling, and I was very shy about my music and stuff. I was gonna quit. So when I was just about quitting, I was telling this girl, I'm gonna quit. I'm just gonna drop this song. She was like, why? Like, your song's great. Like, your music's great. You should really pursue it. And I was like, not really. And we were kind of talking here and there. And then going back to my that manager that I hit up. He hit me up the next day. So I hit him up first, and he wasn't really interested. But then he hit me up the next day. He was like, you know what? Send me the whole song. Let me listen to it, and then maybe we can go studio and we see what we can work with. Send him the whole song. He was impressed. So he was like, let's go studio. I'll get 3 beats. We'll work on them. We did that. The whole night I was so gassed. I was like, okay, this is my first time having a manager. Don't know what it's like. So I was up the whole night before the studio the next day to write 3 songs. I wrote 3 songs. They turned out all right. And the manager was, of course, impressed. So he wanted to talk contract. We talked contract. And then I was going back to the girl, I was talking with at the time. She was like, you should definitely sign it. A lot of people were saying, sign it. Some people were saying sign it. I was getting 50-50. But it was all happening so fast. And I don't know how this stuff works.
Yeah.
So I was, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I got a lawyer before I did that. I got a lawyer to like just kind of go through the contract, just tweak some little things on the contract. Then yeah, we signed it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I regretted it. It taught me a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Like music wise, I was limited. Instruments and instrumentals and stuff, beats, they were cool. Yeah. But it got repetitive because the label wanted me to almost kind of, I wouldn't say they were fully restricting me, but they thought that I had this sound. Right. And they wanted to kind of want me to go with that. Yeah. Not really out of bounds.
They had a vision for your music career. Yeah. It wasn't your vision.
And it was at my fault as well. I'm not going to fully blame the label because I should have really spoke up. But then again, I could say it's my first time being a part of the label. I don't know how shit works. Yeah. And they've done this before, and they've made an artist blow before. Yeah. So why should I then be like, nah, I'm gonna do it this way? Yeah. Like they know what they're doing. So I had this feeling where I shouldn't step in and tell them what to do because they're experts. Like they know what they're doing because they've been in the field. Yeah. So let me listen. Let me listen and actually learn and try and see what we can do from this. But it was about 2 years of being in a contract. There wasn't much exposure and stuff, but it's just what's come with the game, like you don't blow up straight away. Yeah. It's just not how it works.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you can speak if you want. Like,
yeah. You can. I was gonna ask, do you anything change with your hair? Is that okay?
Let me actually check.
Yeah.
I can cut it out, but I'll probably I don't know. We'll keep it
organic. I can't see with these. Yeah, this is calm. Yeah, this is calm, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks nice actually. Yeah, good job. Yeah. I could be lying there. I'm joking.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this is calm. Yeah, this is calm. Let me. I'll probably put my do-rag on for a bit.
Yeah, that's calm.
There's gonna be some take where I randomly have a do-rag.
Yeah, just cuts to you with the do-rag.
They're like, wait, why is that on the head?
Nah, you can talk. It's organic, innit? It's the whole point is it being organic. Like the fact the camera's still shaking. Is it even recorded?
Oh yeah.
It's recorded. Yeah. Oh, okay, perfect. Good. Because I was just my storage might repeat.
Because you told me the story as well.
Yeah.
It's like to hear what specific part. It's actually interesting story.
Oh really? Oh wait, you were listening to us?
Yeah.
Oh really? Oh, I swear. I thought you were just
earlier on he told me.
Oh okay.
And he told me the whole story anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've done his hair quite a lot, innit?
Yeah, about 3 times.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Is he always asking for cornrows, or have you done twists?
Normally we've done twists.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because twist takes a bit longer, innit?
Twist takes about like 2 to 3 hours, and he's got long hair.
Yeah. So it's kind of peak for you.
I don't really mind it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, no problem.
Let me send you the peas now.
Yeah. Okay. You did a good job, by the way.
Sure? I don't want to go home and hear about it.
No.
Yeah.
She was like,
she was just a bit.
Nah,
you're alright. You're alright.
No, you know me. I'll keep it around.
After every appointment, I'm always asking anyway. Because remember last time there was a part that was poking out. I'd rather ask you now.
Yeah.
What was your bank account again?
INSH.
Oh yeah, there is. Is it Monzo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cut what needs to be cut.
Yeah, no, I'm just enjoying this thing. Where are you gonna post this podcast?
On my channel.
Oh, do you have a channel already?
Yeah.
Send it through to me. Shout it out.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah. Go on. I will. Yeah. I'll get your thing off your like social stuff.
Okay.
Alright. We'll kind of.
Right. Yeah. We'll continue. Yeah. The do-rag just magically appeared. Yeah. I wanted to keep it organic, but like, her bank details in it. Unless some man wanna like.
Cut in what I do.
Yeah. Okay. She said she doesn't care. But we were getting to the part where you were saying that you were basically being. It's not puppeted because you said yourself you're new to the industry, you're new to the game, but they had a vision for who you wanted to be. You had the talent already because they saw it, but then you kind of let them take control because at the time it sounds like you're still a novice. You're still kind of like new. You're even gonna quit if it weren't for shout out to that chick, innit? If it weren't for her and stuff like that, and him coming in. So
if it wasn't for the label too, I wouldn't have carried on music. Because it was an opportunity for me, so I took it on board, and it was amazing. Like I said, going back to me saying I don't regret it because I had amazing opportunities. You know, I traveled. You know, I got to see Miami. I got to see New York. I got to see LA. And I never ever would have thought I would have seen these places. As a kid, because it's like, you know, I see these places, you know, like in movies and shit, and like on YouTube, and I'm like, now I'm here.
It's almost not real, isn't
it? It was surreal. So when I got there, it was crazy. People with them American accents and stuff. I'd love to move there for a while, make music there. That's my plan. My music is very American. Like it was never like UK style. It's probably because I grew up listening to American music, and I never was fond of UK music like that. And back in France, where I was born, it was, you know, US rap music on the radio and French rap music. So like over there, I'd say the two popular like music topics are like, you know, US rap and French rap. So it's like, this is what I grew up around, so that's what I'm gonna take in, and that's what I'm going to be inspired to make. So that's why if you listen to my music, it's going to be very more like towards hip-hop, American style, not really UK.
Circling in on that, actually, because right now we're on the part where, okay, you're with your label, but you're not necessarily happy with the direction they're going in, but you're letting them take control because they have more experience. Like you said, UK culture is like, so the US is like the popular kid in school, right? The UK is like the one that sucks up to the popular kid and does whatever he wants.
I like
the UK will say, it's perfect analogy. UK say, oh, you're dead, you're wet. If you want to try something new in the UK, even if you want to do anything in the UK, they'll mock you first, innit? But in the States, if I'm from Chicago or something, the whole city has supported me. They got behind my back. Obviously, there's some jealousy. But
everyone in the UK knows this, though. Everyone in the UK knows this. I feel like producers in the UK can relate to this. Artists in the UK can relate to this. YouTubers in here like can relate to this, because there's just no amount of support. Over there, you're a producer, the whole city knows you, they'll push you, they'll, you know, and if you're hard, they'll push you, you know what I mean? Here, none of that. They wait till you come up. And then they'll sweep in, and they'll be like, it's so, everyone knows this.
They're just begs. They wait till you get big, they wait till you become someone, and then they start to support you. Like if you're there grinding, coming up, your city's not supporting you. In fact, they're trying to bring you down. Or they'll support you to a certain point until they think, oh, he's getting too big, so let's bring him down. The US actually want to see you win because they know they can eat off you. You get what I mean? But that's not UK. Try and do your style of rapping in London, bro. They'll just think you're an idiot.
They think I'm trying too hard, or they just won't understand it. It's this, the level of creativity really lacks here. And I'm sure there's so many artists here that do have creativity but aren't getting pushed because of the lack of support and simply because they don't understand it. Like, I can't think off the top of my head, but I'm telling you, there's definitely some artists I've seen on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube and stuff that sound so cool from the UK. But I don't see them being mainstream. I don't see them being pushed. I don't see them on these podcasts. I don't see them on these radio talk shows or whatever, because they're just simply not getting the marketing that they deserve. But I feel like the come up in the US is different than it is in the UK. I feel like with the US, they see a talented kid and they'll take them in. Here it's like, we're closing the doors till the US helps you out. Then we'll open the doors for you. It's like that. It's just pick and choosing, really. I don't support it, but I know a lot of people would agree with how unsupportive the UK is. I feel like it's been a known thing for a long time. You have to just stick it out on the long end, and this is where two worlds collide when it comes to being an artist or anything you want to be in life. I feel like even though the UK is not really supportive, if you do stick it out in the long run, you'll be known somehow. Like look at Sench, right? Even though he did market in the US and he broke out, for him to then first get recognized in the UK, he stuck out in the long run. He should have he should have really just. I mean, he would have gave up. What I'm trying to say is right if things didn't work out, but he carried on. He carried on till he had a break in, and he had YBs. Things changed. He started marking, in the States and stuff. It's just about sticking it out. It might be a case where in the UK I might have to just do music for a long time.
Yeah.
Longer than I would in the States, because I do feel like in the States you'd get noticed more quicker than you would here.
Yeah, definitely. Because especially the culture in the US is that when they see something popping, they push it. They really push it. So if you gain respect in the UK, it makes it easier for you to slide in the States. I'm kind of freestyling, but we're gonna get to the rest of your story.
Yeah, that's it. Like if you wanna keep talking about money, you're trying to do some prostitution shit. You know what I'm saying? Like because like
your girls aren't gonna like.
Yeah, I mean it's true. It's true because you're like you want Gucci bags, you want fucking holidays and shit. You want all these nice things. Right. What are you gonna give back?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, 1 + 1 equals.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I agree so much with that. I literally talk about with my friend. It's like modern day prostitution.
It is.
Yeah.
In plain sight.
Yeah. It is. Crazy. It literally is.
Because it's like, is your taxi here?
Yeah.
She said one line.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Or like I always tell my friends like they say, oh, I'll be a man's girl if he pays for all my maintenance. You're selling yourself for £60
Exactly.
And £60 hair.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's crazy because that's all it takes for.
That's a crazy outfit.
Yeah. Bye. Have a safe trip back.
Yeah, take it.
Hip hop culture is dominated by black people. We have spoken about this. It's dominated by black people, and a lot of people might be saying you're trying to act black. What do you say about that? I actually want to get your opinion on this.
A lot of people would say a lot of things. Actually, people could say the way I act might be black. People might say that the hairstyles and all of this, the influence and stuff.
Yeah.
Hip hop has been black people for ages.
Yeah.
It has been, but I do think it should have open doors for more people to hop on board.
Yeah.
They have been dominating for ages.
Yeah.
So but then we got an outcast. We got not outcast. We got odd one out here. We got Eminem. Yeah. So we got a few people in there, but we need more of that. That's what's the beauty of music. Music was never music and rap, or in fact, it was never be like, oh, it's just black people.
Yeah.
It's just but then there's a lot of things outside of that. That's people might kind of look at me and be like, oh, he's trying to be a certain way. I'm simply being what I want to be and just taking what I like.
Yeah.
Like no one can be like, oh, why is he wearing a red shirt? Like that's not allowed.
Yeah.
Like I saw it online one day and I'm wearing it now. Like if there was a rule, right, where only a specific race was supposed to wear red shirts, and then me being Asian, right? Let's just, for example, let's just say, right, only black people can wear red shirts.
Yeah.
Okay, because they've been wearing red shirts for ages.
Okay.
Right. Now it's the thing where I see it online. I like the shirt.
Yeah.
It's my opinion.
Yeah.
I like it. I've grown liking to it, so I want to wear it. So I'm wearing the shirt. Am I gonna get cancelled for wearing the shirt? It's like it's something I like, and I'm gonna wear it, and I'm not taking it to the extreme or anything.
Yeah.
I'm simply just liking it.
Yeah.
And that's not me being. Because if people want to have that conversation, then I could be like, all right, I'm going to go change my skin black. That's when I'm taking it far. And I'm going to start saying the N-word. That's when I'm taking it far. Or, or I'm just acting really black to the point where it's very obvious. So it's stuff, people always got some shit to say there. Like, even if I wasn't being black, like, why is it being white? Like, people always got something to say. Like, regardless.
Go on.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Regardless, people got shit to say.
That's the thing. It's like, that's why you can't. It's okay. Seeing it from a hip hop perspective and the way people act is very easy. But if you take it in another context, you'll see how it doesn't make sense. Because, for instance, I could write an anime and people could be like, why are you trying to act Asian?
Yeah.
It's like, bruv, I know anime originates from Japan.
Yeah.
And I'm even inspired by it. And that's what I've taken from it to write my own. But that doesn't mean I'm taking it away from that, you know, that race. So, yeah, people are going to say whatever.
We're all the same. We're all
the
humans.
same.
We're literally all the same. This is what it is. We keep having this problem with divide, this division. Now, I'm all for appreciation of your own culture. It's beautiful, right? But that doesn't mean separate yourself from other people. I was like, oh, I'm white, so I'm kind of better than you, so I don't want to mix with you. Or like, I'm black. You know, I love my black people, but we're better than you. Like, it's not that. There needs to be this unison rather than this division, because we keep saying, oh, you know, you're doing this, you're taking from our people, or you know, why are we talking about taking? Why don't we talk about sharing? There's no one wants to talk about sharing, and there's like this whole thing about different cultures having different, like, I could say this, like, you know, like there's Indians that have locks, right, from ages, from years back. We got Agoris, right, these sort of people that have these long locks and stuff like that. And then we got Jamaicans that have long locks. So what we're gonna say? Who took it first? You know what I mean? We got all these different type of cultures around the world that has this whole history behind it. And obviously with the braids, it can be very controversial because of, you know, we can go down this whole rabbit hole about slavery and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's serious. But it's about how you wear it, and it's about how your opinion on it, and it's about, as long as you just know these things and you're aware, then it's fine. It's not like I'm dragging it out of proportion to the point where I'm you know, getting all these braids and I'm just acting really, you know, black as I can be and changing my skin color or whatever. You know,
perception of what black people think black people are like.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just appreciation. There's always conversation about cultural, you know, is it appropriation? Cultural appropriation, right? There's always this conversation about that, but what about cultural appreciation? Like, no one wants to do that. Now, I know there's been like some controversial sort of stuff where, like, I remember, you know, Justin Bieber trying to get wigs or like locks or something. I remember that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and Adele, she had like Bantu knots one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, I think it was for Carnival or some festival was happening. Just controversial stuff. You know, white people trying stuff out. I can get where it can get a bit controversial with white people, right? But again, at the end of the day, we're all humans. We're all the same. We're just created in different images, and we just need to learn to appreciate one another, rather than telling someone you can't wear that blue shirt because we wore it for years. You get?
You always had music in you.
Always, yeah.
Always had music in you. I remember you told me. Yeah, since you were a kid, and now it took you a while because you were holding yourself back because of what other people said. You know,
correct,
as teenagers, you always listen to what other people say. But now you're at a point where you're doing you joined the label. And now you're independent. Now you're doing your own thing. Okay. So we got to the point where I think we got to the point where you left the label. Okay. We'll just go from there anyway. So you've left the label now. So what happened from there?
Well, open doors to creativity. You know. But I will say this: when I was with the label, because I didn't have no sense of direction, I was following the lead kind of thing. I did feel like I should have spoke up, should have been more vocal about what I wanted to do. But then again, like I was saying, you know, they were experts clearly because they had an artist that they worked with before, and it worked, and they blew, and then now it came to me. It's different, you know. All artists are different. You can't just. It's kind of like a super soldier serum, you know, like with Captain America, like, you know, you give it to Steve Rogers, it works. Can't give that same shit to someone else because it's not going to be Steve Rogers.
It's just going to be a flipping failed experiment.
That's what I mean.
It's going to die.
So I felt like that's what they thought they could do to me. They could give me the flipping super soldier serum. It's not going to work because I'm a whole different person.
It's a good analogy.
So I felt like, you know, this person that was just in the middle, and that they can kind of just not use, but they thought that they had a plan already figured out for me. But that wasn't my sound. I could do that sound, but it wasn't my sound. Scrapped it. I left that side, you know, no hate for them or anything. You know, I'm still gonna appreciate everything that they had given me.
Yeah.
Opportunities, things I've seen, things they taught me. I'm forever hold that in my heart and remember that. But now as an artist, now that I'm independent, I've got more room for creativity, doing what I want to do, taking time, not having to rush and stuff, and just more on perfecting the craft. You know, that's what I love doing right now, and I do want to get into making beats and stuff. I've been working on that a lot. It just opened new doors because I never really thought about making beats before.
Yeah, yeah.
And now I'm thinking about, let me make some beats as well. You know, I'm an artist. I may as well get into the mixing part and getting into the producing stuff as well. I think that's cool. Like, you know, that has genuinely made my love for music grow even more.
So, leaving the label actually made you discover yourself more as an artist.
Way more. I feel like I was on the discovery path.
Yeah.
Then I got discouraged. Right. Then it made me on the path to quit. Right. Then the label came. Then I thought, okay, I do have something great in me. Right. Then I jumped in the ocean, and I just swam. I kept swimming, but then I found myself lost because now, because I've gone too far now, and I felt like, all right, this isn't what I should be doing. So I have to pull myself back somehow ashore, and really find myself, because I felt like it was nice and everything. It was nice, like being with the label was nice and everything. But now that I've left it, I've discovered more parts of myself within music, which I didn't even know about. My lyrics have improved more. I work more on lyrics, and I work more on structure, and I work more on, you know, what could sound good, how could I enhance my vocal in certain parts, how could I change my flow, you know, doing takes all the time, which is things I didn't really do before. I used to think it's consistency does matter. I used to think it's just consistency, go to the studio, record as many songs as you can. But that's not what it is really, though. It's about the art of it. Like I thought there are artists that are just consistent, that can just make tracks. But then I realized I'm not that kind of artist. I'm an artist that likes to take their time with their craft, that really likes to see what else could I do with this track, what could make this track more interesting, what could we add, you know. That's how I felt, because I'm such a creative person. I always have. Now that creative element has like sort of evolved throughout the years, especially music for me.
Yeah. That's a perfect segue into the flipping question I have for you. The question is, okay, it's quality now. So before, you're basically saying there was so much on quantity. The focus on quantity hindered the quality. Now you've left. Now you've discovered more. You've been forced into a situation where you have to grow as an artist independently. Now it's focused on quality. So my thing is, what's your plan with music moving forward? Because this is the career you want to be in. My thing is, them man don't know yet, but unless you tell them in it, but I know your music. I know it's great. And I just want it to be out there so someone can discover you, can gain a base in it. What's your plan moving forward? Because I want the balance of quality and quantity to be even in it. I don't want it to be one or the other. What's your plan moving forward then?
It's about my vision. Now, I'm very, very big on my vision, because I think this is what the problem was before when I was with the label. Now, I was trying to vocalize my vision, but I'd never really put my foot down and did it. And that affected me quite a lot, because I thought, these people know what they're doing. Let me just go with the flow and just kind of follow the rules or whatever, and just follow the lead, right? Let's say, and kind of look what it comes out. And sometimes I'm like, okay, it's all right. But then I think I could have done that better, right? So now that I have this ability to have this control over my stuff, where the cover art, I think cover art is important when it comes to music. The final product, everything I want to publish, I just want people to kind of see the vision I was trying to convey throughout my music and my creative thinking as well. Okay, what does this cover mean? Why is it like this? What's behind the story of the cover or whatever? Like, that's why I don't want to quickly rush to things, because I feel like the things I'm trying to put out have something behind it. That's my creative side coming out now, really, because before it never came out. Before it was like bang bang, we putting this out, we putting this out next week, we dropping this next month, kind of thing. But now it's like I've got a lot of cool stuff, and I know a lot of people will mess with it, but I'm gonna take my time and really alternate it, whatever, change it around and play with it. And then when it comes out, people are like, "Wow, what's this? What took him so long to do this?" Like, the process behind everything, the final product is always just beautiful, isn't it? That's what I think. I always think about the final product and just the process, because before it was just the final product, no process, just drop it. There's been songs way before where I just used to just drop, no mixing, mastering, and stuff like that. We could even go back days before the label, where I used to just record on my phone with my headphones using BandLab, and just dropping remixes to random songs on SoundCloud, no mixing, no nothing, because I didn't know anything about that. So I just went, drop it. It was a good mentality to have as an artist, to put your stuff out, because your music does need to be heard. It does. That's like the main fundamental thing of an artist. But when it comes to creativity and the art of music, because my passion has now grown, now I'm taking it more seriously. Now I'm like, I don't want to just drop anything. I want to just really see what I can do with it, perfect it, drop it. Lost Connection, Time Away, these are really good songs I have in the locker, right? And spend some time away. That Time Away is something where I feel like I don't need to add anything. It just needs to be mixed and mastered. Lost Connection, I want to change at least a few verses on there, and that's it. And that can get mixed and mastered. And then there's more tracks I'm working on. There's the vision I have for my album to, that's going to take a while. I know that's going to take a while, because I have such a big vision on it. And that's the thing. It's because of the vision is why I'm taking my time, because I don't want to rush the vision. Because I need it to kind of come from my head straight onto the screen, the software, wherever it is, just how I want it to. That's why I'm taking my time.
Because as I understand what you're saying, I completely understand what you're saying. Because now you're in a position where you can express that creativity when beforehand you couldn't, and now you can see, you want your art to be good. What, as a friend, I just want you to. I know your dream is to be an artist. I just want you to succeed in that. I want you to have the opportunity to do that as a career in it. So I think personally, this is my opinion. I think personally, if 50 is quantity and 50 is quantity, that makes 100. That makes the 100% of what you need to do. I think you've eaten into quantity. I think you've gone 60 or 70% into quantity, to the point where the music you're putting out, it's not that much in it, because you're so focused on quality. I agree with that, but I think it needs to be a healthy balance, so more people can hear you in it, so you can have the opportunity in it to get discovered in it. But it's just something, I guess it's just something that I've noticed, and it's something that I just want your music to be out there, bro. In short, I just want your music to be out.
But it will be out. It will be out. It's just a matter of timing and just stuff, and just recording more, and just just working on these projects and just getting out there. I feel like once we get the second, third video out, that motion is naturally going to start to pick up, and then we're going to start dropping more in it.
Where do you want to be in the next 5 years? You're 20 now. That takes you to 25. In life, in music, in career, where do you want to be in 5 years?
I want to be one of the best producers in the game. And I want to be
25. From now to 25, you want to be the best producer.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I also want to be, very impactful at that moment already, In
the industry.
I wouldn't say at the highest peak, because I know there's more to come at that age. But I do want to already play an impactful role.
We're running low on time. Are you happy in life?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that, I'm fully focused on music now, and my passion is still growing to this day, and will keep on growing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate the moment. I feel like time just flies so fast. I felt like it was only a couple of years ago when I really wanted to start music, innit?
Yeah, the shades are killing me, fam. This guy's an artist, fam.
Yeah. Nah, literally. But now I'm happier than I ever been before. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And we're gonna keep growing, bro. We're gonna keep working hard, fam. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. I'm telling you, when you're the biggest artist, people will look back on this and they're gonna be like, "Oh, is that flipping Smikey back then? Yeah, he called it. Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah. You did call it. He called it.
I called it.
Yeah. So that was Smikey. Yeah, keep watching, fam. Yeah, yes, sir. Smikey.
Okay.
It's good flipping interview.
Yeah, good interview.
Good job, fam. Good job. Flipping.